Let us be conscious of whom we are, conscious of ourselves, our saying, what we say, what we talk, what we do. Let us be conscious of it, because even in that place, if you read down Matthew chapter 12, if you read that, he said, For by their words thou shalt be justified. You see, what you say, what comes from out of your heart, because he said, out of abundance of the heart, the man speaks. So what you speak, from there you will be justified. If you are speaking rubbish, you get rubbish. If you are speaking good, you get good. That is God for you. Let no man deceive you. Let no man deceive you. This is sound doctrine we are teaching. Sound doctrine, not men doctrine. You see? 36. But I say unto you that look at it. 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of what? Judgment. Every idle words men speak. That's why some people say you are cracking joke. I don't like cracking joke. I'm a mean person. Let everything that comes from your mouth should be edifying. That's why I stopped going out, mingling with people. I don't want to hear. I don't want to speak. I don't want. Because I know the implication. I know what the scripture says. That every man shall give account for every idle words that come from his mouth in the day of judgment. And 37 said, For by their words thou shalt be justified, and by their words thou shalt be condemned. And the Bible capped it up by saying, out of abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And that's what we are telling you this afternoon. That's for you to be in eternity. It's what comes from your heart. It's not what God decides. It's not what devil decide. It's not what your papa decide. It's not what your mama decide. What you decide. What did you feed in your heart? What is it that is in your heart? What do you speak? What do you do? What do you use your heart to do? That's what. We will come here. We will see more. What the heart does. So, my dear friends, I think I have read this place. My dear friends. So, anyone that you see that does not excel here on earth is anyone who does not put his heart into proper use. And anyone who could not make heaven is anyone who does not use his heart also in accordance to God's will, and also in accordance to God's plans and purpose towards him. And that is why the scripture says, Kaka, my sister, I want you to capture this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. The scripture, look at it. Anyone that you see that does not excel here on earth is anyone who does not put his heart into proper use. Esiopala is quoting, and quote me anywhere. Devil is not determinant. God is not determinant. God has given us all things pertaining to God, pertaining to life and godliness. Now I said, anyone who does not excel here on earth is anyone who does not put his heart into proper use. And anyone who could not make heaven is anyone who does not use his heart also in accordance to God's will, and also in accordance to God's plan and God's purpose towards him. And that is why the scripture is admonishing us in the book of Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23. Keep their heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Did you see it? Did you see scripture marrying to the word and to the will of God? Anyone who did not excel here on earth is anyone who does not put his heart to work. Anyone who does not make heaven is anyone who did not use his heart according to the will and purpose and plan of God. And that's why the scripture capping it off in Proverbs chapter 4 verse 10. Guide their heart with all diligence, because out of it are issues of life. Full stop. What are you saying? That's the mind of God. That's his will of God. That's what he appoints us to speak. That's what he appoints us to let humanity to know. So that you should know how to put your heart to work. For it to work for you. In every aspect of life. In the natural, in the supernatural. Is the heart. Is the determinant. It's the heart that is determinant. It's not God. Neither is it Satan. Nobody. It is you and you alone. Ha 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 ha. Thank you, mighty Jehovah. Do you see? My dear friends, I said, can you see what the scripture said? Capture it, my dear. My dear friends, can you see what the scripture said? That we should keep our hearts in check, because out of it flows the issues of life, both here on earth and in the world to come, which we call eternity. Who has ever told you this? And you are hearing it from us, because it's not what your bishop is saying. It's not what your pastor is saying. You say, I'm preaching heresy. He say, end-time preacher. One evangelist shield. Look at it. We are hearing from God. Is God, I say, is God I'm studying. I'm not studying scripture. I'm studying God. I want to know the will of God. And I want to know the mind of God. And he's telling me his will, his mind. He's telling me in daily basis. And to God be the glory. That this calling that I have answered is not today's calling. It's since 1990, 91, 92 that this calling came. But I choose to answer it this time around. And I thank God I answer it even now.